Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and it is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network here. And we've got a game in our 1911 replay. The tweet will be up shortly. I hope everybody's hanging in and doing okay. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. This is the final game of a three-game series. Detroit took the first two. Tigers came in second this season. They're a good team behind the A's. And White Sox were a few games over 500. They came in fourth, just to let you know where they're at. We're early here in the replay. This is only game number 21, as you see. Let's take a look at that tweet. The tweet is up. The tweet is good. The starting pitcher is Jim Scott for the White Sox, no record. Ralph Works for the Tigers, also no record. For the White Sox, McConnell at second, Zeiter at short, McIntyre in center, Doherty in left, Callahan in right, Tannenhill at third, Tex Jones at first, Sullivan catching, and Jim Scott the pitcher. For the Tigers, it's Davy Jones in left, Donnie Bush at short, Ty Cobb in center, Crawford in right, Lathers at second, Moriarty at third, Gaynor at first base, Stainage, the catcher, and Ralph Works. Whoops, these are 2WL5. That goes over here. The pitcher. And we're in Detroit, and the Tigers take the field. Leading it off, Andy McConnell. Again, the Tigers took the first two of this series. Great to have you all here today. Here's Works now. The pitch to McConnell. That's 6'11", left-handed. Base hit to left to open it up. McConnell is on. He's a D. Here's Raleigh Zeiter. I think he'll lay it down. Infield is back. He's an A bunter. And that's going to be 4A. And that looks like a winner. He beats it out. So Zeiter beats out the bunt. It's first and second, nobody out. And here's Matty McIntyre. Works in trouble here in the first. And the pitch, 3-11. He walked him. He's loaded the bases with White Sox. And that'll bring up Patsy Doherty. Bases loaded, infield back. Here's Works now. The pitch to Doherty, 5-5, left-handed hitter. Fly ball to right. That's going to be deep enough for McConnell to tag. Crawford makes the catch. It's 1-0. White Sox. Again, the Tigers won the first two of this game. Here's Nixie Callahan now. First and second, one out. Tigers looking for the double play. Here's Works. And the pitch to Callahan. That's 4-7 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Callahan. That'll load the bases. A base hit, one asteroid. And here's Lee Tannenhill. Infield back. Works trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Tannenhill. And that's 3-2 right-handed. It's a base hit to left field. That's going to score at least one run. Zider comes in. That's 2-0. McIntyre rounding third. 1-15. And he's coming home. Actually, he'll hold. So it's first and second with one out. Here's Tex Jones. Here's the pitch to Jones. 1-7, and he flies it to center, and that's 2 away. Had Callahan gone to third, he would have tagged. Here's Sullivan. 1-4. He flies it to right field, and that will retire the side. But 2 runs for the White Sox. After a half, it's Chicago 2, Detroit coming to bat. Here's Jim Scott for the White Sox. He'll face Davy Jones to get it started. Jones, a left-handed hitter. Okay, Scott is ready. The pitch to Jones. And look who has arrived. Kathy Harden, 5'11", fly ball right X. That's going to be Callahan. He's a 4, Kathy Harden. 14-4, he can't get it. That's a base hit. So Davy Jones leads it off with a base hit, and Kathy Harden for the Tigers. Like I said, Tigers came in second place. They're a good team behind the Philadelphia A's. The White Sox were 3 games over 500 in 4th place. This is the final game of a 3-game. Tigers took the first 2. And the White Sox scored 2 here in the top of the first. It's Scott for Chicago, Works for Detroit, both with no records. Jones has opened up with a base hit here in the bottom of the first. He's being held. He's a 1-11 being held. Here's Donnie Bush. Switch hitter. Let's see. We'll bring that. We're going to lay it down. He's an A bunter. The infield is in. We'll make it a B. He lays it down. Bush. Looks good. It's a 6B. It is good. It's to third base. Throws it out to first. Jones goes to second. So Davy Jones in scoring position for Tyrus Raymond Cobb. 1 out, Jones on second. Here's Scott now from the stretch. And the pitch to Cobb. That's 4-7 left-handed, walk Cobb. First and second with 1 out. And here's Sam Crawford, left-handed hitter. Pitch from Scott. 5'8", left-handed, flies to center. Under it is McIntyre, makes the catch, and the runners hold. It's Cobb on first, Jones on second, 2 down now. And Chick Lathers is the batter. It's 2-0 White Sox, bottom of the first. Here's Scott now. The pitch to Lathers. That is a 3-9 right-handed. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. For the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, both left. After 1, it's 2-0 Chi Sox. Jim Scott, the pitcher, will lead it off here, top of the second. Beautiful morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic baseball. I tell you, Twitter is like kaput. You know that? Activity is down. It's unbelievable. I guess that's a good thing. More peace. Here's Jim Scott at the plate. The pitch from Works. That's going to be 6-2, right-handed. And that is a base hit. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, it's a base hit by Scott. It just goes through. Scott on first. Here's Amby McConnell now. He's going to lay it down. That's infield in. He's a B bunter. McConnell does lay it down. And it's 10B. And no, the batter is safe. Runner thrown out by Ralph Works. So it's a force. It'll be McConnell on first, 1 out. Better than a double play. Here's Raleigh Zeider now. Guess the All-Star game is tonight. Here's Works now. The pitch to Zeider. 6-4. That's catcher X. Stainage is a 1. We talked about him last game. 17-1. It's a wild pitch followed by a foul out. A wild pitch sends McConnell to second. So it's McConnell on second, 2 down. And Matty McIntyre batter, clutch situation. He walked in the first. Beautiful day for a ball game. Okay, here's Works now, trying to get out of this. Pitch to McIntyre. Whoa, that's a re-roll. That's 5-4 left-handed. Grounds it to third for Moriarty. He's a 3. 6-3. And he throws him out. The side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Middle of the second, 2-0 White Sox. I like to play a 19-11 game every once in a while, folks. Here's Jim Scott now, facing Moriarty to start it off, bottom of the second. Today is Tuesday. Here's Scott now. The pitch to Moriarty. That's 3-7, and he singles up the middle to open up the bottom of the second. Now Del Gaynor. Gaynor will hit away. Right-handed hitter. Pitch to Gaynor. That's 4-6 right-handed. Grounds to short, double play. Turned by shortstop. Zeider, Raleigh Zeider. It's 2 outs, nobody on. And here's Oscar Stainage. We saw a picture of him in his later years. He was an usher at Tiger Stadium. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch from Scott. That's 5-10 right-handed. Grounds it to first. Scooped by Jones. Takes it to the bag. The side is out. No runs, 1 hit. None left after the double play. We've gone 2. It's 2-0 White Sox. White Sox trying to avoid a sweep, getting swept by this Tiger club. The Detroit Tigers, a very good team. They won 3 pennants in a row, 1907 through 1909. The A's won the pennant last year. Gotta get that through my head. Okay, Patsy Doherty will lead it off. He had a sacrifice fly in the first. Here's Ralph Works now. The pitch to Doherty. That's 4-3. Left-hander. Fly ball to right. Crawford. He's a 2. 3-2. That's a 2-base error by Crawford. Sam Crawford misjudged that. A rare 2-base error by Sam. That'll put Doherty on second to lead it off. Here's Nixie Callahan. Here's Works now. The pitch to Nixie. That's 6-8 right-handed. And there is a drive hit out into left center. Drops in. Extra bases. It's a triple for Callahan. Doherty scores. It's unearned. And it's a 3-0 ball game. A triple by Nixie. He had 3. Works 3.8, 3.87. Good record, 11-5. Started and relieved. Here's Tannenhill now with Callahan on third. Nobody out. Pitch from Works. 2-7 right-handed. Grounds to a fly ball left. And that will be deep enough for Callahan to tag. So that's one away. And Callahan scores. It's now 4-0. Second run batted in for Tannenhill. Now here comes Tex Jones. It's 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Tex Jones. 1-6, and he walked him. Jones on first. I'm telling you, Ralph is having a tough time here today. Billy Sullivan now. Jones on first, 1 down. And the pitch, 3-10. And that's a grounder to short. Bush has it, turns the double play. And the side is retired. But 2 more runs for the White Sox. And after 2.5, it's a 4-0 ball game. Works will lead it off, and he'll hit. It's early on. He is a 2WL facing Scott. Just a nice, leisurely 1911 ball game here, folks, in the morning. I hope you all understand. Okay, Ralph Works steps into the batter's box. This is April 15, 1911, in case anyone's wondering. Third of a 3-game series. The Tigers took the first 2. Here's the pitch to Works from Scott. And that is a 4-7 left-handed. Walked him. So Works is on. And Davy Jones is the batter. Tigers need some hitting here. They trail by 4. Here's Scott. The pitch to Jones. 4-7 left-handed. Walked him. It's first and second now with nobody out for Donnie Bush. Switch hitter, batting left. Bush had a sacrifice bunt in the first. You like it? Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed this replay. Just a little change of pace. Here's Scott from the stretch. The pitch to Bush. That's 1-7 right-handed. And there's another walk. 3 walks in a row by Scott. A 1-7 walk. And the bases are loaded with Tigers. And Ty Cobb comes up. He is the tying run at the plate. Not a big home run hitter, but you never know. It's 4-0. White Sox. Here's Scott now. Infield is back. The pitch to Cobb. Oops, 6-11. That's a grounder to first, and that'll be a double play. Cobb is upset with himself. A run did score. Works came in on the double play. No run batted in. And Jones goes to third. So it's 2 outs. And 4-1 ball game with Jones on third. And here's Sam Crawford now. Crawford has a clutch situation here. Base hit could bring him in. Narrow the lead to 2. Oh, here's Scott now. And the pitch to Crawford. That's 3-9. Right-handed, and he grounds it to second. And McConnell has it, and the side is retired. But there was 1 run. Every little bit helps. No hits. 3 walks. Came home on the double play, 1 left on. We've gone 3. It's 4-1 Chicago. Well, Ralph Works has had his troubles today. See if he can settle down. Jim Scott will lead it off, the pitcher. His second plate appearance. He singled in the second. Here's Ralph Works now. The pitch to Scott. That's 1-8, struck him out. That's the first strikeout by Ralph. 1 down. These are the exact lineups, folks. We use Baseball Digest. And if, or Baseball Reference it is. And if the player is not in the roster that played, who started, we use a nameless player. So this is as real as we can get. Amby McConnell comes up. He's 1 for 2. Singled, scored, reached on a force, left on. Here's Works. And the pitch to McConnell. That's going to be 2-8 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Bush. And that's 2 away. Now Raleigh Zider. Zider 1 for 2. Okay, here's Works. The pitch to Zider. 3-3. And that's a grounder to first. Picked up by Gaynor. He takes it to the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ralph Works. Much better. Middle of the 4th, it's still 4-1. White Sox. Scott on the mound for the White Sox. Here's Chick Lathers to lead it off. He struck out in the first. Oh, that's good coffee, yeah. Nice and easy, people. Take it easy. Okay, here's Scott. And the pitch to Lathers. That's 1-12, right-handed. Lines it to first, caught by Tex Jones. 1 down. Here's George Moriarty. He singled, was out in a double play in the second. Scott winds and the pitch. 6-8, grounder to third. Tannenhill has it, 2 away. And Del Gaynor, who grounded into a double. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Scott. And the pitch to Gainer. 4-11 right-handed. Fly ball left X. Getting under that is Doherty if he can. He's a 4. 13-4. It drops in for a base hit. A 2-out single for Gainer. He's a B, 1-10. He'll be a 1-8 with Sullivan's arm. Here's Oscar Stainage with 2 outs and Gainer on first. Scott from the stretch. Pitch to Stainage. And that's a 6-9 right-handed. Fly ball to center. Or to right. And Callahan makes the catch. The side is out. No runs again for the Tigers. 1 hit and 1 left. We've gone 4. It's 4-1. The White Sox. Again, the Tigers took the first 2. We're early on in the season. This is the final game of this 3-game series. It's April 15. The Tigers will stay home and host Cleveland to open a series starting on the 16th. They're on a homestand. The White Sox are on the road, and after this game, they'll travel at night by train from Detroit to St. Louis to start a series with the Browns. Very tough lifestyle. Okay, works on the mound, and Matty McIntyre leads it off. It's not an easy life, folks. We're in the top of the 5th. Here's McIntyre at the plate. Works, winds, and the pitch. That's 2-8 right-handed. He grounds it to first. Gainer has it, and he takes it to the bag, 1 away. Now Patsy Doherty. Sacrifice fly reached on the 2-base error by Crawford and scored on the triple by Callahan. Here's the pitch to Doherty. That's 4-3 left-handed. Fly ball to right again, Crawford. He's a 2. 8-2, and he makes the catch. 2 away. And here's Callahan. Nixie Callahan, 2 for 2 today. Singled. Knocked in a run, and then tripled home a run. Actually, he singled, didn't knock one. He tripled and knocked in a run. 2 for 2 today, a single and a triple. Okay, here's works. The pitch to Callahan. That's 5-11 right-handed. Fly ball to left. And Davy Jones is under it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We've gone 4.5. It's 4-1 White Sox here in the final game of this 3-game. I'm going to take a little break here in the action. We'll come back in about 5 minutes as Scott will face Works to lead it off, the pitcher. Then back to the top of the order. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. I'm here with Kathy Harden. And we're doing a game from our 1911 replay. We have 2 replays, 69 and 1911. And it's early on in the 1911 replay. It's a nice thing to go to every once in a while. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Hey everybody, we're back, and we are traveling in time. You know, we're all time travelers. It just happens that we're traveling into the future, but uh, it's fun. It's fun to go back. Let me get some more coffee. We'll continue this ball game. This will be the last cup from my first pot of the week. Absolutely, Kathy Harden. Okay, Jim Scott. He's allowed 1 run in 4 innings. He'll face the pitcher, Ralph Works, to start it off here in the bottom of the 5th. Tigers trail by 3. Works walked and scored. The only run for the Tigers in the 3rd. I'm sorry. Here's Scott now. The pitch to Works. And that's a 3-10. He grounds it to shortstop. Zider has it, 1 away. And back to the top of the order for the Tigers, Davy Jones. Davy singled and walked today. Left-handed hitter. Here's Scott. And the pitch to Jones. That's 4-7, left-handed. He walked him. So Jones is on. Scott was 14 and 11 in real world. Good pitcher. 2.6. Looks like a 2.63 ERA. Good pitcher. So Jones is on. He's being held. He's a 1-11. Being held. And Donnie Bush is the batter. Cobb on deck. Bush a switch hitter. He'll bat left against Scott here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Scott now from the stretch and the pitch to Bush. That's 1-7 right-handed. Walked him. That's 2 walks in a row, and that's the 6th walk in the ball game for Jim Scott. So that's 1st and 2nd for Ty Cobb. Cobb would be the tying run at the plate. Okay, here's Scott now. The pitch to Cobb. That's 2-10, right? Grounds it to first, double play again. And Cobb is so upset with himself. Again, he grounded it to first. Jones turned it, and the side is retired. 2 double plays for Cobb. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 1 left. We've gone 5. It's a 4-1 ball game. Interesting to see Cobb fail. Ever. You gotta realize that. It happens. Here's Ralph Works now. He has settled down. He has retired 7 in order. After allowing 4 runs, 1 of them unearned. It's going to be Lee Tannenhill leading it off. Okay, Works is ready. Here's the pitch to Tannenhill. That's going to be 5-11 right-handed. Fly ball left. And Davy Jones is under it. There's 1 out. Now here's Tex Jones. Flew to center and walked. Works, winds, and deals. That's 5-6 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Bush. 2 outs. That's 9 in a row for Ralph. And here's Billy Sullivan, the catcher. That's 2-7 right-handed. Struck him out. And that's the second strikeout for Works. He's retired 10 in a row. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 4-1 ball game. Crawford will lead it off for the Tigers. Sam Crawford 0 for 2 today. Okay, Scott, here's the pitch to Crawford. That's 6-6 left-handed, and that is a double down the line, down the right field line. Crawford at second, standing up. Thrown in by Callahan. A leadoff double by Sam Crawford on a double 1 to 6-6. And Chick Lathers is the batter. Lathers 0 for 2. Here's Scott now. The pitch to Lathers. 5-7 left-handed, struck him out. That is the second strikeout for Scott. Now George Moriarty comes up. There it is, 2-6. And that is a grounder to third. And Crawford holds, 2 outs. And Del Gaynor comes up. Clutch situation, Crawford on second with 2 down. Gaynor would like to bring him home to narrow this 3-run lead. Here's Scott now. The pitch to Gaynor. 3-9 right-handed, struck him out. And that retires the side. The third strikeout for Scott. In the bottom of the 6th, there were no runs. 1 hit, the leadoff double by Sam Crawford. He was left on base. It's 4-1 Chicago. Meanwhile, Ralph Works has retired 10 in order. And leading it off is Jim Scott, the White Sox pitcher. He's 1 for 2 today. Here's Works. And the pitch to Scott. That's a 1-3. He grounds it to second for Lathers, 1 away. And that's 11 in order now. Here's Amby McConnell. That's 2-8 right-handed. Grounds it to short, 2 away. That's 12 in a row for Raleigh Zider. Ralph Works in his groove now. Here's the pitch to Zider. That's 6-5 right-handed. Fly ball to right. And Crawford makes the catch. The side is retired. 13 in a row for Ralph Works. And 7th inning stretch. Legend has it that President William Howard Taft started that tradition when he got up in the middle of the 7th to stretch. I'm not sure if there's truth to that, but it sounds good. And he was the president at this time. Here's Oscar Stainage to lead it off. It's the bottom of the 7th. Okay, Stainage steps in. Here's Scott now. And the pitch to Stainage. That's 1-8 right-handed. He struck him out. That's the 4th for Scott. And Works will hit. It's a different situation, folks. Back then. Davy Jones on deck. Here's the pitch to Works. That's 2-3, and it's a base hit for Works. Okay, Ralph Works is on. Now Davy Jones the batter. Jones singled and walked twice today by Jim Scott. Both of these pitchers, their endurance inning is the 8th. Here's Scott now. The pitch to Jones. That's 3-7 right-handed. Fly ball to right. And getting under that is Callahan. He makes the catch. Works holds. 2 down. For Donnie Bush. Bush walked twice, had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Here's the pitch to Bush. 2-2, right-handed, he hit him. So Cobb has a chance now. It's first and second with 2 down. Cobb is 0 for 2 and a walk. He grounded into a double play twice to first base. He's upset with himself today. Here's Scott now, the pitch to Cobb. And that's 1-8, that feels good. It's a drive, it's a base hit, and Works comes home. And that makes it now a 4-2 ball game. Cobb with a big base hit here. First and third, Cobb a double A, 1-15, 1-2-13. First and third, 2 down. Big base hit by Cobb. Now a 4-2 ball game. Okay, Scott will face Sam Crawford now. Yeah. Here's the pitch to Crawford. That's 5-8 left-handed. Fly ball to center. And McIntyre makes the catch. The side is retired. But 1 run for the Tigers. They'll take it. And after 7, it's a 4-2 ball game. Ralph Works has retired 13 in order here. Matty McIntyre to lead it off. Here's Works now. The pitch to McIntyre. That's 4-8 left-handed. Grounds it to second, 1 away. Patsy Daugherty now. 0 for 2, a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch to Daugherty. That's 6-11 left-handed. It's a base hit to left. Daugherty is on. He's an A, 1-15, 1-13, 1-10 with Stainage. Now Nixie Callahan works from the stretch. This is his first endurance inning. Ralph Works, and the pitch. To Callahan, 2-5. It's a grounder to second. Daugherty will advance. 2 outs. Daugherty in scoring position for Lee Tannenhill. Singled, had a sacrifice fly, and then flew to left. Here's Works. That's a 2-5 right-hander. Walked him. 1 more, and Ralph Works has reached fatigue. He went all the way in this game. Let's see who's warming. God almighty. Interesting. Very, very interesting people here. Oh. Well, it's going to be Tex Covington, for lack of someone else. They didn't have the kind of bullpens we have today, but Tex, both a starter and a reliever. Tex Covington is warming in case Works runs out of elephant juice here in the 8th. Here comes Tex Jones now. It's 2 outs, first and second. Pitch from Works. That's 5-6 right-handed, and that's a grounder to short, and the side is retired. No runs. A single, a walk, both left. Middle of the 8th. Tigers trail by 2. Jim Scott trying to hold the lead here. Chick Lathers to lead it off. We're out of coffee. Here's the pitch to Lathers. That's 2-8, and he struck him out. Scott tough here. This is his first endurance. We'll see what happens. George Moriarty now. That's 4-5 right-handed. He pops it to short, 2 away for Del Gaynor, 1 for 3. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. Tigers trail by 2, they're batting. Facing Scott, who's gone all the way. Here's the pitch to Gaynor. That's a 1-11, and it's a base hit to left. Thrown in by Doherty. Gaynor on first with 2 down. He's a B, 1-10. 1-8. And Oscar Stainage comes up here. Scott. The pitch to Stainage. 2-5 right-handed, struck him out, and that's the 6th for Scott. Side retired. We're heading to the 9th. It's a 4-2 ball game. There'll be a pinch hitter for Ralph if he gets through here in the 9th. 2 hits and/or walks, and he has reached fatigue. Billy Sullivan leads it off. Scott comes out on deck. Here's Works now. And the pitch, 5-8, and he struck him out. That's the 3rd for Works, and here's Jimmy Scott. 2 WR. 1 for 3 today. There's the pitch, 5-2 right-handed, grounds to short for 2 away. And Amby McConnell, who is 1 for 4, comes up. 2 outs, nobody on. White Sox batting, top of the 9th. They lead by 2. Here's Works. 110 right-handed, and that is a drive hit out. It's going to be extra bases. Amby rounding second, going to third. He's in with a triple. A 2-out triple by Amby McConnell. One more hit or walk. And Ralph Works is fatigued. And Raleigh Zeider is the batter. Works trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Zeider. That's 5-5 right-handed. Pops him up to short. Bush has it, and the side is out. So Bush gets out of it. Works gets out of it. He pitched good ball since the 3rd. He allowed 4 runs, one of them unearned after 3. But we'll see what happens. There's going to be a hitter here for Ralph Works. Works pitched 9 innings. He's the loser of record. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. He walked 3, struck out 3, and allowed 3 earned runs, 1 unearned. We'll see if they tie it up. They'll need a new pitcher, and it would be Tex Covington, but we'll see what happens. Let's see who's hitting here to start it off. Tigers trail by 2. We'll have a pinch hitter, then the top of this Tiger lineup. Coming in to hit will be Jim Delante. He has been hurt. As you can see, he's a 542 at bats, 339 hitter. He's probably a Hall of Famer. You can go look him up. He's well enough to come up and hit. Jim Delante coming in to pinch hit. So here's Delante. Okay, Scott is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Delante. That's 4-8 right-handed. Struck him out. Number 7 for Jim Scott. Top of the order, Davy Jones, 1 for 2 and walked twice. Here's the pitch from Scott. That's 1-3 right-handed. He walked him. So Jones is on, being held, and Donnie Bush is the batter, a switch hitter. Batting left. Pitch to Bush. That's a spinner. 3-11. Right-hander, base hit to center. Jones goes to second, 1-15. 1-12, he'll hold. The tying run is on base. Ty Cobb comes to the plate now. He's the winning run. One more hitter walks. Scott is out due to fatigue. Let's see who's warming. This is all without coffee right now. Joe Benz, a right-hander, is warming. He was both a starter and a reliever. You get very few. I have not seen anyone who is only a reliever. Joe Benz warming. And here's Ty Cobb. Cobb 1 for 3, grounded into 2 double plays, walked and singled left on, knocked in the only a run for the Tigers. Okay, Scott digging in. Here's the pitch to Cobb. That's 4-10 left-handed. Fly ball center. Going back is McIntyre. He's a 3. 1-3. He makes the catch. A good catch by McIntyre out in center, and it's up to Sam Crawford. Crawford, the winning run at the plate. 2-4, he's got a chance to win this game. Same with a 2-12. Scott trying to complete this ball game. Here's the pitch to Crawford now. That's going to be 1-9 right-handed, and that is a liner to second, caught by McConnell, and the ball game is over. A 1-9 line out to second base. This ball game is over. The final score: Chicago White Sox 4, Detroit Tigers 2. The win goes to Scotty. Went all the way. Pitched 9 innings, allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. He walked a lot of people. 4, 5, 6, 7. He struck out 7. And he allowed 2 runs. It was just not the Tigers' day. Absolutely. Ralph Works gets the loss. The final line: White Sox 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Tigers 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. That's the ball game. I'm going to give Scott the star of the game. He's 1-0 now. Works with the loss is 0-1. We'll enter this one in the books, folks. Thanks, Kathy Harden. Stay strong, stay well, and I'll set up some more games. Take care now.